So, what is physics? It's a word we hear all the time, right? But what does it actually mean? I'll tell you what, it's way more than just a subject you take in school. It's basically the rule book for our entire reality. And in the next few minutes, we're going to start cracking that code. You know, it all kind of starts with that legendary question: why does an apple fall from a tree? It's a classic for a reason. Because asking why about something that seems so simple, well, that's the first step to understanding something incredibly profound. The thing is, the answer isn't really about the apple itself. It points to this hidden set of rules, a secret code that governs absolutely everything, from the smallest atom to the biggest galaxy. And that code? Well, that code is physics. So yeah, physics is the rule book for reality. Let's open it up to page 1 and see what it's all about. Okay, if you want the official textbook definition, physics is the study of two main things: matter, which is basically all the stuff in the universe, and energy. But the really important part is how those two things interact with each other. Let's make that even clearer. So, to put it another way, physics explains how things move, and maybe more importantly, why they move. It's the science of invisible forces you can't see, like gravity, but also things you can, like light, and things you can hear, like sound. Really, it's the user manual for reality itself. All right, enough with the definitions. The best way to really get this code is to see it in action, and we can do that with a super simple test anyone can do, right now. Forget the apple tree for a second. Let's simplify it even more. Just take any object, say a ball. Why does it fall to the ground when you let it go? It seems so obvious, but the answer is just pure, beautiful physics. Let's just break this down. The second you let go of that ball, an invisible force, yep, gravity, grabs it and starts pulling it toward the center of the earth. This pull makes the ball accelerate. It picks up speed until it hits the ground. It seems basic, right? But this simple process is a perfect little demonstration of a universal law at work. So whether you're dropping a ball, pushing a door open, or even just walking down the street, you are constantly, and I mean constantly, interacting with the laws of physics. It's not some abstract thing in a classroom, it's the invisible architecture of your everyday life. And this is where it gets really amazing. The exact same rules that make a ball fall down are the ones we've used to build our entire modern world, everything from skyscrapers to actual spaceships. Let's start with something we all do every single day: getting around. It doesn't matter if it's a car, a train, or a plane. Every single form of transportation is basically a masterclass in applied physics. Just think about it for a second. The idea of force that explains a falling ball, that's the same idea engineers play with to make a car go forward. By understanding and controlling these forces, along with things like speed and friction, we can design everything from sleek cars to gigantic airplanes that soar through the sky. But physics doesn't just get us from point A to point B. It actually helps us see inside our own bodies and save lives. You know, every time a doctor uses an X-ray or an MRI or an ultrasound, they are using technology that is built from the ground up on our understanding of energy and waves and particles. These aren't just medical gadgets, they are physics in action, giving us this incredible window into our own health. And hey, how are you even watching this right now? I think you know the answer. Yep, physics. From the phone that's probably in your hand, to the Wi-Fi router in the room, to the satellites orbiting miles and miles above us, every single piece of our global communication network works by sending and receiving invisible electromagnetic waves. Physics gave us the know-how to send information around the world in the blink of an eye. And honestly, the impact is everywhere. The energy that powers our homes, the engineering that holds up our bridges, the tiny, tiny transistors inside our computers. Every single one of these world-changing innovations comes from applying the fundamental rules of physics. Okay, so we've gone from a simple falling ball all the way to a flying rocket, from a basic question to a whole world of technology. But why does any of this really matter to you? What's the big takeaway here? I think this quote really nails it. Physics isn't just about memorizing facts for a test. It's a tool, and it has 3 huge purposes: to understand the world around us, to solve some of our biggest problems, and to create the technology that's going to shape our future. See, at the end of the day, physics is so much more than a collection of formulas. It's a way of thinking. It's about being curious. It gives every single one of us the power to look at the world, to ask why, and then it gives us the tools to start finding the answer.
We started with a falling ball, and we ended up with the blueprint of our modern world. That secret code is all around you, all the time, just waiting to be read. Physics answered why the ball falls. The only question left is, what will you ask it to explain next?